Hello and welcome back to another edition of Off the Desk. I'm Kaylee Collins.
I'm Julia O'Keefe. Yes, thanks for being with us. We have a very special edition of Off the Desk today. It's more than just us. Yeah, sure. Let's do a drum roll.
Big reveal.
All right, drum roll. Woo.
Rich Kettemer.
Kettemer's here. Yay. Rich, thanks so much for coming in earlier than you typically wake up.
Yes,
You know?
it's very nice to be back.
Great.
It's
great.
nice to
Thanks for
have you
inviting
back.
me. Thanks
Yes.
for inviting me.
How has it been getting to sleep in every day since your retirement?
I don't want to make you guys feel bad.
No, that's okay. On a day where we had to clear our cars off in the
I
snow,
know.
too.
No,
Yeah.
I don't miss that one bit.
bet.
There are some nights when I go to sleep at 2:15 as opposed to waking up.
That's the life.
Yeah.
No, so it's great to get like normal sleep. Because you know how hard it is.
Yeah.
And as I got older and older and older, and happy birthday, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But as I got older and older and older, the harder it got to actually have to do that, to wake up that early. Like I said, you know how hard it is, and I don't have to, I feel for you. But it's nice to be like a normal sleep pattern,
Yeah.
to be able to stay up and watch games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
God.
nice.
Especially your Phillies games.
Exactly. Well, not this year, but
Yeah.
yeah. So to have that chance is really cool. I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
So I feel a little better than walking around in a fog. 'Cause like I
Right.
said, I know how it is. Not easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did it for so many years.
I know.
I
We
haven't
can't
even
even
been doing it
complain.
again for a full year because
Yeah.
I was on like a little bit of a different schedule before, and I'm like, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
catches up to
I
you,
know.
you know?
It does because you walk around in a fog,
Yeah,
and we always used to do the health watch stories about sleep.
Mhm.
And it
as
would
you're
say-
saying it,
yeah.
you're like, great.
Yes.
and it says that you should always go to sleep at the same time, or and like I'm not going to go to sleep at 2:15 on Saturday night.
Right.
So
Right.
you'd go like regular sleep,
Yeah.
or wake up that early is what I mean.
Yeah.
And they used to say there was like, it was almost like you were flying to Los Angeles every weekend, and then you were suffering from jet lag on Monday.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It really is
And
what it's like,
It's
though.
exactly
Yeah.
like
It
that.
is. It
So
is.
unless you keep that same pattern, which is impossible to do, you would
Yeah.
want to be able to enjoy your life on the weekend.
True.
It's really hard. So
So
Yeah.
Do you feel like you've got caught up with your sleep? Like you feel rested and
yeah, no, it makes a big difference. It
Yeah.
really does.
Yeah.
And there's so many things to do. You think, oh, you're just hanging around, just doing nothing
Yeah.
for retirement, but we've been busy.
Staying busy.
doing stuff.
Good.
We were gone like all of July.
That's great.
traveling.
Nice.
We were gone like all of October traveling.
Wow.
It
So
was
where'd you
really-
go? Where were the
We,
travels?
mostly Florida. We drove the first time. We flew the second time,
Wow.
Wow.
and had a family vacation in the middle there. There are more trips planned that coming up eventually,
That's
Good.
so
but it's no complaints.
You were on a cruise too, right? Recently?
We were on a cruise we actually have one coming up, and we were on a cruise back in April before I left.
Okay. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Lots of fun
Nice.
stuff.
Exciting.
That's really great.
Yeah.
Great.
So
It's good.
you haven't found any moment that you're like, I'm bored.
No, not at all. No, I have to admit, I was telling you guys this before we started. I've had dreams where I'm back.
That's
And I used to
scary.
have back when I actually worked here, I used to have dreams that I was still doing sports. And
Wow.
I was always like trying to get stuff ready in this dream.
Yeah.
And like I knew like the Red Sox and the Celtics and the Bruins had played, but I have like nothing is done. The
Mm.
highlights aren't edited. I don't have anything written. And I'm at a desk and how come I can't do this? How come I can't, and you're working for that. And that's always like the scary part is getting ready for stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? So-
Feeling
Yes.
unprepared. Yeah.
Exactly. And so, right, exactly. And so by the very end of these dreams, I would always be like running out into the studio, tying a tie up
Oh my gosh.
and saying, just tell me who won and I'll ad lib.
Yeah.
And then I wake up like, "Ah."
Wow.
Well, now I've actually had dreams that I come back here and I'm like, didn't I retire?
Why am I
Why am I
here?
doing this story? But there's always like something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like some series that I'm supposed to have finished or some story that I'm supposed to have done.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
people are asking, where is it? And I'm like, I'm working on
We're
it.
working on it.
Working on it.
So
And your wife just retired as well.
she did on September 10th. It was her birthday.
Oh, that's
Oh,
great.
Happy
That's
birthday
awesome.
and
Yeah.
retirement.
Nice.
So we get to share our days together. which
That's
is
great.
How
really
nice
Good.
is that?
Good.
So she gets coffee in the morning when I wake up.
Yeah.
We go from there.
What
There
a
you
nice
go.
That is
start.
awesome.
It's good.
Awesome.
And you get to see the
Awesome.
kids more often, I'm
Oh,
sure,
yeah.
too.
Yeah, and we have my son Ryan and Kayla got married this past January,
Mhm.
and they're expecting in May.
That is
Yay,
awesome.
congratulations. Wow.
Congratulations.
Sorry,
So
but
we have that to
And this
look
is your
forward to.
first grandchild.
First grandchild.
oh, that's so exciting.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Have you picked a name for yourself yet?
I think I'm going to be grandpa.
Grandpa?
Grandpa.
I think that's what
It's
it is.
classic.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah,
Nice.
Grandpop. I like
grandpa.
that.
Nice.
Cute.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't thought about that. Like it's gonna be hard to believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the same way when my kids were born. I was just like, wow, really is a child there. How about that?
Crazy.
That's a boy,
Awesome.
you said, right?
Congratulations.
Yes, a boy. And then my daughter Molly's going to get married.
Oh,
Yes.
exciting.
So
It's all
Molly's going to
exciting.
get married in October. So that's coming up as
Congratulations
well.
to her.
Molly and Anton.
What a
Awesome.
busy year ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
I
good
will be
things.
busy.
Yeah.
New
That was one of the
grandkids.
things we did is when we were down in New Jersey for our family vacation in August,
Mhm.
Anton proposed to Molly.
Oh, that's
we knew
awesome.
That was
Awesome.
coming, and
Oh,
now
that's
we have a
amazing.
date. We're all set for that.
Exciting.
Such
That
exciting
is great.
Great.
Yeah, it's good.
Great.
Yeah.
Such good things. Is there anything specific that you miss?
Not
the-
the schedule.
Yeah,
Not the
no.
schedule.
Yeah.
lottery, just coming in and saying hello to everyone. And
Yeah.
that was so cool.
Yeah.
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 I can see that because, like, you get used to the same people that you're working with for so long, and even in this industry, obviously, you see new faces. Like we were the newer faces that
Mhm.
came in as you were, exiting and heading into your retirement. But you do have people that you work with for so long that I'm sure it's got to be a weird transition to, you talk to them every day and then
Yes.
not as often. So
Yeah.
that's got to be interesting.
Exactly. Yeah. It's nice to be able to keep up with the news. I mean, still know stuff.
Yeah.
And it's funny too, because there were times it's like with the nightly news or with the Today Show or whatever kind of news you heard, I would always store those facts in my head.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
So
do that
you
too.
Yeah.
hear stuff and then you're like, okay, I'm going to remember that. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't have to do it now, but it's funny how you still absorb
Yeah.
those important facts that if someone asked you something, you could say exactly what
Right.
you had heard.
It's
Yeah.
like the muscle
So-
memory. for it.
Interesting.
Exactly.
Yeah, I find it like when I watch the news on other stations or even the station alone, I'm constantly thinking about what's going on behind the scenes. And it's so hard to even focus on
Yeah.
what they're saying because I'm paying attention to the graphics and what's on a full screen and
Yeah.
things like that. And you just watch everything differently having
Yeah.
been a part of it. So
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sure you
I
funny
wonder
too.
if they're stretching right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like you said, I watch other stations. I'm real critical of stuff,
Mhm.
Yeah,
super
sure.
critical. And what I'll tell you what really bugs me is when you have a network anchor who will ask the reporter a question after the live shot's over, and they already know the question and they also know the answer, but they're asking a question anyway. It's so stupid. I'll sit there watching. Valerie and I'll be watching it.
Like, what's the point?
Tommy Yamas asking a question he already knows the answer to,
Yeah.
but he's asking the question, and the reporter already knows what question is coming,
Yeah.
and it just looks so tough. I've always hated it. In fact, when we were trying to do that here, I say, don't do that.
Don't do
It's
that.
not
Don't do
stupid.
that. Don't
Yeah.
do
They
that.
already
Yeah.
know.
Or when the reporter already says what the question already was,
Yeah.
and has to repeat themselves again.
You have to be careful. You do have to listen to what people say.
You do, yeah.
You know,
Yes.
when you're doing an interview,
Yeah.
you have to
Mhm.
you have to listen. You can't just wait for the next question.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Listen and have a conversation, as opposed to
Yeah.
rat-a-tat-tat. Here's a question.
Yeah, because people at home pick up on that. Like if you're just someone who's, okay, I have my list of questions, this is what
Yeah.
I'm going to ask, and that's all you stick to, it doesn't come across as authentic. And
Mhm.
it shows that you're not listening. People can tell if they're
Yeah.
like, oh, that question had nothing to do with the point they just made,
Right. And especially if it pre-written or pre-rehearsed questions tend to be a little too big picture, and then you're not finding necessarily what the lead of the story is or what's the meat of the story,
Yeah.
what's the question that everyone else is going to have
Right.
from what you're asking.
I
so.
always thought when you did an interview that I always listen for the sound bites.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'll listen, I'll ask a question. I'm like, okay, there's the NQ. There's the
Yeah.
NQ. Okay,
Yep.
let's
Yep.
find another bite here I can use. And
Yep.
then
Yeah.
that's what you work for.
That
A lot
always
of
made it
times,
helpful to write your
Yeah.
story that way too.
Yeah.
Right.
a lot of times you can go into an interview, especially when there's a setup. You're going to go interview somebody. You can go into an interview almost like I know how the story's going to be. So I'm going to do this, and this, and this, and end with this.
Yeah. And then you
Yeah.
have your story.
Then
It's
that-
practically written
There you
already.
have it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we want to kind of take a walk down memory lane with you, Rich, and
Oh, okay.
tell us some of your favorite stories from your career. So
Great.
stay with us, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
All right.
All right. Welcome back to this very special edition of Off the Desk. I'm Julia O'Keefe.
And I'm Kaylee Collins.
And I'm Chris Pizakis.
What do you got?
I thought
What's
you were going to
up?
keep saying the names, but
Yeah, that was perfect. Perfect. We need to hear that. And I'm Rich Tedimer every once in a while.
Yes.
We've missed it. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, this has been fun so far, and we're barely halfway through the show, so very exciting. Rich, we want to take a trip, and we want to hear some of your favorite memories because it's exciting for us to be here, making our own. But obviously, you had lots of years to make some great ones.
Yeah.
So share anything that comes to mind.
Well, I'll tell you what. I started on almost exactly 1986 when I first started on the air in Joplin, Missouri, and it was
Wow.
a Friday after Thanksgiving that
Wow.
I was at Joplin, and I was telling the story the other day. The first time I was on the air, it was a live shot that I had to do for a football game, high school football game. I was a weekend anchor, and I hadn't even started on the desk yet. I was in the field on a Friday night, getting ready for a game in Miami, Oklahoma. In Joplin, you covered 4 states because it's literally in the corner of Missouri.
Mm.
So you covered Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. You could go.
Oh, wow.
It was
All
weird.
around.
You could cover sports in all 4 states. It's
Mhm.
the 4 states region. Anyway, so I go to this live shot, and I barely know. I'm brand new in the area. Barely know anything about. Have 3 or 4 facts about this game. That's all I know. And so it's a 6 o'clock show for half an hour, and the anchor back at there's news and sports anchor back at the desk, and I'm live in Miami, and it's 5 degrees outside.
Oh, gosh.
So before the live shot, I went to the head coach. I was going to interview the head coach, and I said, could you come out there? I know it's cold, but come out there 10 minutes before. That way we can just stand there and get ready. And he goes, sure, no problem. But he was like, I don't want to come out. It's too cold. So
Gosh.
me and a photographer are standing outside across a field where the school is. And this is the first time on TV, right?
Oh,
Literally the
goodness.
first time on live TV. And it's getting closer and closer. It's 6:10. The guy's not coming. It's 6:15. The guy's still not. They're doing weather.
I'm
The
getting
guy-
anxious.
I
here.
know.
The
Yeah.
guy is not there. And it's finally I go to the photographer who I barely even know. I was like, you got to go get him. And so he leaves. So now I'm standing in front of a live camera
Oh,
with a
gosh.
truck next to me, the live truck,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's 5 degrees outside. And literally, I can see through the truck, I can see me in the monitor, right?
No.
So I stand in the middle of the monitor. I'm trying to get myself in the middle of the screen because this guy's not here yet.
Yeah.
The commercial break ends. They're doing the intro to sports. I could see
The
off in the
stress.
distance 2
They're
people
running.
There's
Oh,
2
no.
silhouettes. With a bright light, you can't see
Oh,
behind
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
2 silhouettes running, and they throw to me. He's running across this field, and I'm doing the 3 facts that I know about the game. And as I finish the last fact, he stands right next to the
Oh,
camera.
my gosh.
And I
Good
can
timing.
finally see him. And I go, and joining me now is Coach Smith. Coach, could you come on in like that? And I did the whole,
Wow.
which was crazy.
Played it
Oh,
cool.
Wow. Was he out of breath, the poor
Yeah.
guy? I'm
Yeah.
sure, right?
So I did the interview, threw it back to the station, and the phone starts ringing in the truck. And so we go answer the phone, and it's the news director of the TV station.
Boy.
And he goes, oh my gosh, I can't believe he did that. I saw what was happening. I can't believe you pulled that off. I made such a great hire.
Oh.
That was my first time on the air. And I'm like,
Wow.
Okay,
That's awesome.
great.
That's awesome.
Story.
What a good story for a first memory of
Oh my
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
you describing that was giving me anxiety. I'd be like,
I'm telling
what am
you,
I gonna
right?
do?
I can
Yeah.
still see them running across that field.
Yeah.
That is
Jeez.
wild.
Good thing
Yeah.
that's best case scenario. It's so funny because obviously you were talking about, you think from a behind the scenes sense when you're
Yes.
watching news, your news director could tell immediately, but people at home probably had
Had
no
no
idea.
idea.
No
and
idea.
literally, And Coach joke. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here he
There
goes.
you go.
Yeah. Right on time.
So that was our
That's
first. I
awesome.
remember so the next night was my first night as an anchor,
Really?
sports
Okay.
anchor on a Saturday night. And same kind of thing as the weather finished and we went to commercial break. I'm sitting there with the anchor. Just before it started, I felt like my throat like clenched,
Oh gosh.
and I'm like I was so scared. And so guy threw it to me, and I'm like, oh. And it started.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's so embarrassing.
I think I probably did
That's
something
funny.
similar. The first time I ever anchored, Rich, was here with you.
Yeah.
I was co-anchoring with you on the noon, and earlier that day, Taylor Knight had kind of trained me. She was like, "They're gonna have you do an anchor demo, like just no pressure. It's not recorded or
Yeah.
whatever." So she's in there. I go through the first A block of the show from that morning or something, and she's just like, "Oh, you can anchor. Do you want to do it for the noon today with Rich?" And I was like, play it cool, play it cool. Yeah, of course. I was so nervous.
Oh, I bet.
And I was like, so new. I'd only been at the station for, I think, a couple weeks. And I was so nervous to anchor with you, too. You were so nice. You made me feel comfortable. And we got through the show. And I don't think, make drastic mistakes. It was my first
No,
time, though.
you're
So you
fine.
could tell that I was like nervous. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
a memory I have of the
Yeah.
first time ever anchoring was with you.
That's great.
Yeah, I mean, mine was too. And then the first time I ever did it by myself was on the weekends when someone was unable to make it
Oh,
into
really?
work and someone called out. So it's funny the way that we're just like thrown into it one day, and
Yeah.
it really is
just gotta
sink or
sink or swim.
swim.
You just gotta-
But
Exactly.
that was, I mean, besides doing it at the desk with you, that was the best way to learn is by
Yeah.
just getting thrown in, because how else, you got to figure out how you can do it by yourself and, the little intricacies of things and the flow. But yeah.
And with live TV, the story you just gave is a perfect example of the things that happen that you just kind of have to roll with because
Yeah.
you're live. You can't really do anything about situations like that.
Exactly.
You gotta just try to seem like you're calm and cool.
And that's the best
make it
thing to
work.
do. Just slow things down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just take it easy. Don't overreact. Slow down, and then you should be fine.
That is good advice.
That is good advice. Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard in the moment. You get panicked and you're like, oh, what do we do?
Yeah.
That is good
Do you,
advice though.
but you never think about how many people are actually watching.
No.
Wow.
People have always asked that, like, what's it like being on TV? And it's like, well, you're really there with your co-anchor and someone running the camera and a weather
Yeah.
guy, and that's all
Yeah.
that's in the studio. And
You're not thinking about
you
it.
don't think about how many people might actually be watching out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
You really don't.
You
really
don't. That's
don't.
like Julia and I. So this was your event for years. We recently emceed the Springfield,
60.
the Super 60s
Yeah, isn't that good?
Springfield Chamber. It's
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
good, really
it
fun
was.
event. But beforehand, I hadn't, since leaving here the first time and coming back, I hadn't emceed an event in a while. And obviously, you think being in this industry, you public speak,
Yeah.
but I hadn't really addressed a crowd like that in a
Yeah.
long time. So I was saying to Julia, I'm like, I'm kind of nervous. I'm
Oh,
not,
yeah.
there's a lot of people. There was like 500 people that were going to be
Exactly.
attending that. And then I was even saying that to my husband. He's like, Haley, you talk on TV all the time. Like, why are you nervous? I go, it's so different when I'm talking on a monitor. Yeah, I'm just talking to my coworkers,
Yeah.
it feels like,
I have
Yeah.
always, like, when I had to do those things, I have always, like, worried about that.
No,
And
it's
it's
just,
like, it's almost like a day marked off on the calendar.
yeah.
And you're like, oh, I gotta do this. Literally. And by the time you have to do it, you're like scared to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I swear to God, people do, oh, you're on TV all the time. Well, it's totally
It's
different.
It's
In
different.
front of a crowd
Yeah.
with an audience.
Yeah.
And, and then you come up with things to say and you're like, oh, this is funny. Or I hope this is.
Oh,
I
that
hope-
was our
I hope
Exactly
they-
us.
Yeah. And it's like really awkward when it's not. And you're like, oh, I gotta
if
move
it
on
doesn't
from that.
land. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
scary.
At Super 60, because there was we were told by Diana that there was going to be kind of some
Dead space.
downtime of when people were coming up for their awards. And she goes, Rich used to tell sports stories.
Oh, yeah.
And I go, oh gosh, we're not going to do that. So I did mention that it was like the first lull, and it was like noticeably quiet because
Yeah.
we're waiting for people to come up. And Julia and I are like looking at each other. I'm like, I think this is where Rich Teddemer used to tell you a sports story, and like people kind of laughed.
We're like,
we
we'll try our best.
we just
to say
found
something.
random things to talk
That was
about.
the
But
first one I did. And I don't know, they have done them obviously before I started.
yeah,
But there was like, it was like the people were all sitting there. Then they had to go gather to get standing in line to go. And there was like this long,
Yeah.
Yes.
there was nothing happening.
Yeah.
So I
that's-
just started to tell stories.
Yeah. So we
And
try
it
to.
was funny.
We
It was
did.
funny. Because I saved the best one for last, and this one time, and so I was like telling this story, and they were already ready. I said, "We'll hold off for just a second."
That's good.
So I had to, like,
That's
tell the story. It was
funny.
like now I'm holding them up.
Yeah.
It's like,
We'll
Yeah.
get to the awards in a second.
That is too funny. Yeah, because it's hard to gauge because some of the categories were short, and then
Yeah.
we're looking,
There
we're
was
still
more in
talking,
other
we're like,
ones, yeah.
and then we're like, oh, we need to keep
you're lucky
going.
though. You had both of you to talk.
That
Me
did
just
help,
talking
yeah.
It
off
was
the top
good.
of my head.
Yeah, it
I
was
think
good.
even us just kind of joking about it being a little like awkward, people just kind of laughed.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're
Yeah.
trying to fill the time. So
We
Yeah.
got good feedback. It was a
Yeah.
fun
Yeah, no,
day.
it was a good
It
event.
was
Yeah.
a fun
it was
day. Yeah.
So
That's great.
yeah. All right. We'll take another quick break here and then come back. And I don't know, maybe we'll get Rich will give us some words of wisdom as we continue
Oh, I
on
like
the
that.
show.
Yes.
We'll be right back. All right, and we're back here with this special edition of Off the Desk on this. It is Weather Wednesday, and
It
Chris,
is.
we
It is
did-
a Weather
we did
Wednesday.
have
I
some
forgot it was a
weather
Weather
stuff. I
Wednesday.
know.
It's weird. How about this? December 1st, all of a sudden winter shows up
Yes.
out of nowhere.
Yep.
It
It's
was
so
It's like
weird.
a
Right?
little.
It doesn't
little
work that
page.
way for spring because spring
know.
like, takes forever to
I
get.
It
know.
does take
Every
But
forever.
year.
winter, like bang.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
right there.
Cold
Yeah.
and snow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Meteorological winter, right, Chris? That's the start
It was
of
the
it.
meteorological winter
I
on
love that
December
word.
1st.
I'm glad I
I'm
don't
not
say
gonna
that
say
word.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't have to say that word anymore.
I always struggle saying it. I will pass on saying
I
that word.
stumble forever on meteorologists. I mean, forever.
Meteorologists. Yeah, that could get
You know what I
too
still have a problem with?
tricky.
Speaking of Wednesday, is Wednesday forgetting like what day of the week it is.
Yeah.
I know Monday, Tuesday. I'll say
Yeah.
Happy Monday, Happy Tuesday, and then
I
I
know
guess the Wednesday.
I almost said
Wednesday.
Tuesday today too. I don't know why.
Oh,
And
I've
I
been off
blanked
all
out.
week.
I
Like,
used to say that to you, remember? I
Yeah.
said Wednesday was always the hardest day to remember.
Yeah,
Like
because
when
you're
you're
just like, what
good
day
morning,
is
it's a
it?
Wednesday morning or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
I would literally, after a while, I would start to write it down.
You write it down?
Like I'd write it
Muscle
down on a
memory.
sheet. It's
Today
Wednesday.
is Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
I don't know why it's so
Right there.
hard. I don't know.
It's because you're so tired.
Yeah.
Wednesday, and it's in the middle of the week. You got to get over it, and then Thursday we call
Yeah.
Thursday Friday Junior.
Exactly.
So we're
That's our thing.
excited. We're excited for
Speaking
Thursdays.
of like dates and stuff, have you gotten to that point in retirement that you forget what day it
Yes.
is and what time? Like you don't
That's
really pay
kinda
attention.
nice,
to
though.
stuff?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Especially this past weekend, the long weekend.
Yeah.
I kept thinking that Friday was Saturday
Mm,
because it was just weird.
yeah.
The whole weekend was like really
Mm-hmm.
messed up.
You still
Yeah.
wear a watch?
Yes.
Okay. I know some people that just throw the watch
But not
out.
a tie though,
too,
right?
yeah.
No ties.
tie.
No
I've
ties.
had
That's
I've had
great.
a tie on like twice since I retired.
Yeah.
Which is amazing because I had a tie on for every day of my life.
I know.
Yeah, that's
I know.
crazy.
So I've got all these ties sitting there.
What are you doing with your suits? Just hanging on
They're
the.
just hanging out there. Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah.
shrine of your
Yeah.
time here.
Yeah. I should just go through them. I literally have been so busy that I haven't gone through that stuff. That's one of the things that I'll be able to do eventually
Yeah,
is go through things,
Yeah.
condense.
right.
Right now we're like a go, 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 go.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Have you
for
picked up
sure.
any like hobbies or things? that
You know, I have always wanted to try to write a book.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
One time when my wife was at a doctor's appointment, I sat in the parking lot waiting for her, and I came up with an idea and a title, and I just have to spend the time to actually go about doing it. So,
That
That's
would be
awesome.
awesome.
That'd be great.
yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
So-
Wow.
So hopefully, it's not like it's going to be. It's a baseball book, and it's about the Phillies. So
Nice.
there's a very limited audience who
Yeah.
would actually may like this, but
I
yeah,
would definitely.
We would read it.
Yeah, we would read it for sure. For
That's
sure.
so
someday.
cool.
So that's
But that's
someday.
that's such a great thing to do, like in your free time.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I figure, what the heck,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, why
and it's
not?
like there's no timetable, which is that's like the biggest thing. Isn't everything is done on time
Yes.
Yeah.
when you're in TV?
It
And
is.
you always have that pressure getting ready for the next one.
Yeah.
Because even when you like get done at 7 in the morning,
Yeah.
you already like if you got to do the noon show or for this you got to do off the desk first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always like okay,
You're
gotta
always
go.
thinking about
It
the
is.
time. Yeah.
It
There you
is.
go.
Yeah. And how much you can squeeze in the
Yeah.
break. And
Sometimes I catch myself doing, I think, yeah, just being in news in general for the past few years, I'll catch myself doing that at home too.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I have to clean the house. I'm going to make dinner. And then by this time, I'm going to start getting ready for, and it's like, okay, and then I'm like almost rushing through my life. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I could slow down when I'm not actually at work on the clock, you know?
Yeah.
But it is because in TV, time is so important.
Yeah.
And you're so aware of like the timing for each individual story and when you have to go to break and all of that. So just gets ingrained in your brain.
Yeah. On that note, I guess in a way, Rich, if you could leave us with any words of wisdom as we continue on the shift, the schedule, this industry, and the time and everything of that, anything to leave us
We'd
with
love to
today?
hear
Just remember how many people are watching. I know we talked about how you don't realize that, and just be friendly
Yeah.
because people like a smile. They like to have the camaraderie of you in the morning, and don't let it get to you. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
it's hard, and like I said, I know it's not easy to shift, but just try to be as friendly as possible. And also when you're out, like out and about, people
Yeah.
are say, "Hey, how you doing?" It's nice just to say, "Thank you very much. Nice to meet you." And you just got to be friendly.
Yeah.
So I think that's the most important. And just especially when the pressure's on, just relax because you can pull it off. You
Yeah.
just like slow it all down and just take it easy and do what you know how to do.
Mm.
And just don't let the oh my gosh, oh my gosh, which goes through your head,
Right.
but
Don't let it show.
don't let it show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't let them see you sweat, as they like to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Just
good
let-
advice.
And
Yeah.
it took me a long time to get there. I'm telling you, it's like I learned right up until the last day I was working. I really
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
There were things that you learn on the fly. Oh, okay, I can do that better.
Yeah.
And you learn from that. But it
is true. You really do have to be open to learning something
Oh,
new.
yeah.
Like
'Cause
throughout
things
your
are
whole
so
career.
different.
Do
Yeah.
you have any tape of yourself at your house or like anything that you saved?
No, I don't.
No.
I have seen stuff like from my retirement,
Hmm.
but it's not like I go back and watch it.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. I didn't do that here. You know what's funny is that you're young, so someday you probably will move on to another place. Right? So that was what I thought. I thought I was going to be in Springfield for years, and then I'd go somewhere else. I grew up outside of Philadelphia. My
Mhm.
wife is from Tampa, Florida. Whereas, that was what the plan was.
Yeah.
So, as I was cleaning out my desk, I started to find, which that's how old I am, resume tape,
Wow.
old resume tape, right?
Wow.
And I got to the point where I was like, do I really want to leave here and take my kids out of where they're thriving and what they
It's tough.
really
Yeah.
enjoy? And so the last dates that I saw in my resume tapes were from 1997.
Wow.
Wow.
And it was like
Man.
they were the last tapes that I would have been sending out anywhere.
Yeah.
That's
So that's
crazy.
how long ago. And I had been here at that point. I'd been here 9 years,
Wow.
and we had 2 kids by that point.
Yeah.
And I was just like, really want to yank them out just for my ego to go somewhere else,
Yeah.
or
That's
do we want
tough.
to establish a home here and raise kids here? That became the most important thing, and that's why I moved to news.
Yeah.
I was doing sports, and I was at home when they were at school, and I was at work when they were home, and so I was missing them. So once I made the transition to news, I was there to get them off the bus
That's
and throw
nice.
batting practice,
Yeah.
Yeah.
coach basketball.
That's the important stuff that all
Yeah.
adds up.
Yeah,
in the
I didn't
big
miss a
scheme of
game
life.
after that.
Look at
That's
that.
So it was
awesome.
good.
Awesome.
That's great.
Awesome.
Great advice from you, Rich. Thank you
Yes,
so much for
thank
being
you.
here today. This has
Yeah,
been
thanks,
a lot
Julia.
of fun.
Thank
Keep
you.
up the good work.
Thanks.
Thank
You as
you.
well,
We'll try.
Mr. Zachary.
Try our best.
Yes. All
All
right.
right. See ya. As you
See
would
ya.
say,
See ya.
See ya.